This is the new Zoe ZE50, yes, and finally today I'll be able to range test it. So, it took a while for me to get one, but bad sun there. So right now we are preheating it. For some reason we didn't figure out how to preheat it while plugged in. Because if you're plugged in, then we don't get any hot air inside the car. So whatever. So we're at 99%. We're just gonna preheat a little bit more, and then hopefully we can charge fairly fast to 100%. So by the way, I tried to find the OBD port in this car. Supposedly in the old Zoe, the OBD port was under here. You take away this cover, and then it's supposed to be there. It's not here. I tried to look everywhere, can't find it, because I did bring the adapter and I installed Kanse, but we just have to go without it. But I already tried in my own car that as long as you look here and drive the test I do, look at the consumption and the distance we've driven, then you actually get a pretty good measurement of how much energy we have and what range you can expect. So you see now we are at 99%. See it there, 99%, and the car claims, well, GOM claims 333, but hopefully we can get more than 350 kilometers. The VLTP range is 395 kilometers on this car. So, and it has winter tires. Oh yeah, let me also show you what kind of tires you have. Let me see, it has Nokian winter tires. Okay, Hakka R3. Now they are known to be somewhat noisy, so if I complain about noise, you can partly blame the tires. 195, 55 R16, so at least good dimensions, not any crazy big rims here. So, all right, let's just get ready then. Okay, we are plugged in. We switch off HVAC and charging up, but it seems to take a while. Oh, let me adjust here a little bit. All right, there you see. We are on 99%, and one thing I'm missing here is a little bit of feedback of what's going on, because in most other modern EVs there will be some information about how many kilowatt you're charging, or if you are actually charging at all. I'm not sure, but I hear a little humming from behind, so that could indicate that the BMS and the cooling is running or whatever. But okay, let's just go with 99%. It's good enough. So we assume we start with 99.0. We don't know if it's 99.8 or 89.5, but let's just assume 99. And then I reset the trip meter. We have journey here, and we have consumption there. So now the plan is to just drive. Let me see. We have this nice big infotainment screen here, touch screen. You guys seen it before in the previous episode when I just briefly showed you. So I think we will actually just drive north. I have to try to, and we'll do the banana box test also right afterwards. So we will drive north here and I guess go towards Minnesund and do the regular route, and then we try to end up around here. The elevation is about the same anyway, so let's just get going then. All right, we are on the move now. So we've been driving for, let's check here, 35 kilometers so far, and the consumption is what that tire pressure so far 154, so not too crazy high. What is the temperature outside? It's 2 degrees Celsius outside. So a nice feature here is that there is that we actually have live traffic data here. Nice. But what I'm missing is adaptive cruise control. So it's just manual cruise control, no adaptive cruise control. This is the top spec car. Unfortunately, Zoe today will not get adaptive, which is actually really nice to have if you're driving a little bit of traffic. So just have to go manual now. We are now down to 79%, so it means we have spent 20% since we started, and we gain, well 66.6, but and this indicates about 330 kilometers of range. But keep in mind, this is winter range. So of course, on a nice hot summer day, we'll probably get closer to 400. But right now, it doesn't seem like we'll reach 400. It'll be 300 and something. Nice weather though, just a little bit cold outside. All right, mandatory stop. check the weight of the car. I actually never weighed a Zoe before. So it's a tiny car, so it shouldn't be that heavy. Let me see. Okay, let me, what the heck? CA. No! Scheiße! Seems like it needs some calibration. Let's see what happens if I run on it. Man, okay. Okay, we don't know what the weight is then. And the other one I passed was in use. The one close to no wait. Where is it again? Yeah, closer to Ski. That one was in use. So what a bummer. Okay. Okay, we are now at Bolleland. I had to take a quick pee stop and I just couldn't resist it. Oh, Espa buns, yes. So today, let me see here, let me show you guys. I went for some cinnamon, the caramel and some chocolate. Oh yes. But anyway, so now I'm at 62%. So let's just keep going. We are now about halfway, and this is a bit weird because if I look at the trip meter now, there-ish, you see that we have done only 145 kilometers and we have spent about 50% now. So now it looks like we can only do about 290 kilometers. What the heck? I thought we could do over 300 kilometers. All right, we are almost done now. I get this low battery warning. Would you like to charge your car? Well, what if I say yes? Okay, so we are now at 6%. So I don't feel like going too low. Oh, is it turtle mode? No, it's okay. Still no turtle mode or anything. But okay, 5% now. But there's something wrong here. It seems like we have less capacity than we're supposed to have. Some places claim as much as 52 kilowatt hours of available energy, but that sounds too high again. When I tested it based on charging session and then taking account some heat loss, it's supposed to be about 48 kilowatt hours, something 46, 48 kilowatt hours, if I remember correctly. And we can do the math after we finish now and see how many kilowatt hours we get out of this battery. So we are almost there. Okay, what if I say yes here? Yes? Okay, then it will. Oh, so, all right, it will try to find charging station for me, but okay, that's whatever. The Ionity charger is right over there, so let's plug it in and crunch some numbers. All right, we're juicing up now, and if we look at the screenshot here, you see that we drove, let me see if I can check it here also. We drove 271 kilometers. When I started driving, it looked like we would go over 300 kilometers. I was thinking 350 or something. And then somehow in the end, we only ended up with 270. So if we actually charged 100% and then, I guess, went all the way to zero, it would be about 290 kilometers only. And the consumption was 147, which is pretty good, I guess. Actually, it's pretty good, despite it was somewhat cold today. So if you do the math, you will see that it will be about 42.5 kilowatt hours total. And I look at the earlier videos where I charged the car up, then it looked like we have more, you know, 46, 47, whatever. So we lost several kilowatt hours somehow. Right? Where did those kilowatt hours go? The first suspect is that there's a faulty module in this car. But what's up with that? You know, why do I get all these faulty cars? So I actually don't think in this case that it was a faulty module, because when I look at the state of charge when we drove it towards zero, it went down very gradual and very predictable. Whereas with the EQC, where I actually had a faulty module, then towards the end it would drop like a rock, you know, the state of charge and the range. So I don't think it's that. I actually think it has something to do with cold weather. I can't speak today, shit, sorry. And too bad that I couldn't find the OBD port. So if you guys know where the OBD port, please let me know, because next time I borrow one, I suspect it's not going to be the last time I test this. I will test it again in cold weather, because we need to know how hot or cold the battery is. And you know, I've seen it in my Model 3 that, okay, that one is more sophisticated. Once I start driving, leftover heat from the motors, well, actually mostly the rear motor, is heated up, and then that one is transferred. The heat from the rear motor is transferred via a liquid system or liquid loop to the battery to heat up the battery pack. But as far as I know, Zoe does not have a liquid system. It only has air-cooled system. So the front motor, well, there's only one motor in the front. When we are driving, it's heating up, and then I guess the heat from that is just, I don't know, just goes somewhere, maybe through the hood or somewhere, and lost forever. And that make me believe that the battery might be too cold, because I've seen in Model 3 that the battery is maintained to at around 25 to 35 degrees Celsius, but it's getting lots of help from the drivetrain. But in this car, it might be as low as 10-15 degrees Celsius. And also, I don't know if the battery pack here has any insulation. We can check out under the car, by the way. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's go. We're charging it anyway. Well, you see there, we have the battery pack under here. There's some stuff, there's some metal. So I don't know if there is a layer of insulation here to actually keep the battery nice and warm. So it could be like in E-Niro and Kona and some of the other cars, that I get the impression that in winter or cold weather like now, then the heat seems to escape a little bit too fast. Whereas some other cars like Tesla actually has a layer of insulation to keep the battery nice and warm. Plus the thing I mentioned, that it has a more sophisticated system to use the heat from the motor to heat up the battery and all that. But we don't have it in here. But let's get inside. Oh, it's cold. So anyway, I think that will be it. The conclusion is that this car might not be engineered to be that great in cold weather, based on my observations now. But again, when I know more, when I can get a concept to work on all that, then I will try again to figure out what's going on. So until then, we just have to guess that this car is not very good for winter. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.